Hey guys, welcome back to my first PC building video. Probably going to be the only one for a really long time. Anyway guys, this is Super D here. And I finally got all the parts for a PC, and it's been a little while, but this is gonna be our first PC building video. As you can see before you, we have no brand in mind. I don't really have a brand in mind. I didn't do like an only NZXT build or a only Corsair build or anything like that. So it's nothing special like that, but this will just be my first build. This is probably what I'm going to be using for any videos on the gaming channel, or probably on this one. This is probably what I'm going to be using. So yeah, I guess let's get started. Alright, so we're going to start with the motherboard. Now right here I have a Asus TUF Gaming B550 Plus with Wi-Fi, and I got this on Amazon. I'm going to try to leave all the links to the stuff that I've gotten in the description below, so if you guys want any of this, you can check it out down there. And I mean, they're pretty good prices on these. But anyway, so this one obviously has rsync, and it has an AM4 socket for my Ryzen 7, and yes, it is in the Ryzen 5 box. I know that. That's because I had I didn't have a box from a Ryzen 7, and I did from a Ryzen 5. So I put it inside the box to keep it safe, and it looks, it looks nice. Also got this, it's a WD NVMe SSD, and it's a half a terabyte, so 512 gigs. And we'll be installing that up on the motherboard. And we also have one of my personal favorite types of RAM, this G-Skill Trident Z RGB, and it's DDR4, 3600 megahertz, and it's 16 gigs, 2 8-gig sticks in here. So that'll be really nice. And so I'm just going to open up motherboard.
16 gigs is really all you need for any good AAA game these days. It'll be something that you might want to upgrade later in a little while, but for now that's good.
And I don't know if you guys can see this, but this is the Wi-Fi antenna. I already put it together, and it took me a couple minutes. But basically, you just have to slot it in after you put the wire through here. It makes sense though. And I'm just gonna move all of this. And here we have the motherboard out of the box. And let's just pull this out real quick. Thank you. It's in a nice anti-static bag, and I bought this one new. Some of the parts I did not buy new, but it's alright. Inside it has stickers and I/O shield and everything that you would expect with a motherboard, SATA cables and everything. We're going to start with the CPU right now. Like I said, this is a Ryzen 7 5800X. I like it a lot, so I wouldn't, but yep. So we're just going to stick this right on in here, and yep. Thank you. So yeah, I guess next we can go ahead and we'll go ahead and do the SSD. It probably is out of order from any other PC building videos that you guys have seen, but
as long as it's all easy to put in, in this order works just fine. Just like, we have a AIO, so we might not want to put that on at the current moment, but
yes.
This slot, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, but we don't have a screw for it, do we? No, like
standoff?
Yeah. Well, no. I don't remember seeing a NVMe screw for this. Well, the 2-screw. So I can screw it in.
I might have some extra in my build, but there should be some in
there should be some in the motherboard. Alright. Oh,
there are standoff.
Got that. And so, absolutely. And what do we got inside? We have.
I actually do not. Oh wait, there we are.
Okay. Yes.
We're good.
Excellent. So it does come with the proper amount of screws for, I think, two. Would this be two SSDs?
Two SSDs.
Yeah. So, which is always a good thing, and always better when stuff comes with what it's supposed to.
And preferably, I like to keep everything organized. I have these little containers I'm gonna put the screws in, the extra ones. Don't put that in yet.
Oh, okay.
We have to stand off first.
Alright.
So you can go ahead and put that in to whichever
slot.
We're gonna need one of those, and we can put those in there. we're gonna want to use this screwdriver.
Ah, yes. I'm just gonna slide this right on in and push it down, and then we have. This is a iFixit screwdriver. We're not sponsored, by the way.
Sadly.
Yeah, unfortunately. But, you know, it's a very nice screwdriver.
Alright, so the thermal pads on SSDs, they don't really do much, but they're nice. So
yeah, we're gonna
put it on anyway.
Go ahead and put it on. So I'm just gonna go ahead and peel this off. I don't know if this is satisfying or not, but
Kind of.
yeah.
These don't have to be too tight, but
Alright, so there we go. Our CPU and our SSD are in, and also this Ryzen 5, also Ryzen 7, and I'm pretty sure all Ryzens come with a CPU fan. We're not going to be using that only because we have our AIO, as we said before, but it does have it in there, and they are pretty nice.
All right, next up we will be installing our Trident Z memory.
Let's go.
So yes. On the board it will state what slots to put it in.
And
which ones did it say, Super D?
I have read the manual and it says the 2 gray ones.
Okay.
Which
so, newer boards, only the top clips will generally open. The bottom ones they don't anymore. Sadly, I kind of liked it when they did, but they don't anymore. So
what direction do you think we should put this in?
So if you want to find out, you just look at the little. In the motherboard, a little grease thing or whatever.
That's a good idea.
And you just look at the RAM and you just line it up. So
I do this backwards.
There you go. So it's gonna go.
Oh, okay. Alright.
Make sure you put it in.
Yep. Sorry.
That's not bad.
Yeah,
it's tricky.
Something that really shouldn't be. But, you know, I'm just going to hold underneath the board as I put it in, just to make sure that, you know, it doesn't damage my RAM or my motherboard. That'd be tragic. I'm just gonna again put my hand under it just to make sure.
And be careful touching anything but plastic and little metal pieces like this, so you don't damage anything on the board.
Yeah, RAM is one of the things that your static off of your body can hurt in your PC. It's probably not good for any of it to be hit by it, but RAM especially.
These days, they've really made it very ESD safe. So,
fortunately. Oh, we also have a RAM sticker. It's
G-Skill. I don't know who exactly would even want to put that on their builds, but whatever.
Yeah,
for people who do.
For people who do, it's probably a nice thing. I'm going to set this Wi-Fi antenna off to the side because we do not have it in the case yet.
Alright, so next up we should get the case.
Alright.
We're moving along very nice here. I'll just go ahead and put this on.
Alright, and for our case, I don't know if I've said it before, but we have the NZXT H510i, and I went with a small case just for you know, functionality. I don't know what's the right thing to say. And so you can see on the box, I did not get it in white. I actually got it in black, and I did actually buy used on Amazon. So I've never actually opened this.
Just to save a buck.
Yeah, just to save a buck. This was $74.74. We turn this around, and we have our case. And I think this looks pretty nice.
I like it a lot. I haven't actually built in an NZXT case before, but this is looking actually really nice.
This does look really nice. I don't know what that little moving thing is down in the bottom, but I assume it's just like a...
It's like just a cable tie.
Yeah, cable tie. That's nice. As you can, you probably can't see, I have a 1 fan in the back, NZXT, non-RGB. That appears to be it. I don't know if it was supposed to come with more.
I don't believe so.
But either way, I have an AIO, and there is another place to mount the fan up here if I need it. So, yeah, I did buy this at Warehouse Deals, so if it's missing a fan, that's probably why. Either way, it's alright. Alright, and so as you can see, you know, we still got the peels on it. Or at least it appears like we still have the peels on it. So we get to peel that off, and that'll be nice. But first, I'm going to actually take this off. Alright guys, so I just, you know, swap sides, and Jmpro is back. And as you can see back here, we have this is, I believe, a fan hub, and it also does the RGB, which is around the place. Oh, it looks like we got a NZXT box, and what else we got?
That's just front I/O connectors. We're gonna leave that there.
All right.
And just go ahead and open this up.
Let's see what's inside our box of goodies.
Should be just little pieces of things for case cable ties. That's nice.
Very nice. I'm surprised. Sorry.
It's for
For a headset.
For a headset. So some of them, you guys probably already know this, but some of them will have a mic and a audio connector. So this can just go in.
On the top. That's nice to have, a nice splitter. Yeah. And it appears like, what else we got? We have zip ties in there. That's always a good thing. Cable management, yay. I'm not sure what that is. What is that?
Oh, it looks like an extender for
LEDs
and things.
That would be helpful.
LEDs, but
possibly.
Power switch and stuff.
All right, we got
just a whole bunch of screws that we will be needing very shortly. And then some cable ties, so we can do some cable management, so it doesn't look horrible. But I doubt it will, because this should be probably easy. We don't need that.
Yep, the manual is the manual. We're just gonna scoot some of this.
I think we'll be needing that.
We probably won't need this. If we do, we'll pull it back on screen. And
we'll actually we will.
Oh, we will? Alright, there we go.
This is different than what I use, but okay. My PC, I guess we can bring it in later and show you guys. I use a Fantex case.
Ah, yes.
So, I like Fantex, but this one, it looks more premium to be honest, but...
Yeah. Nice. I'm going to try to take off the front again, because I did not get it the first time. Oh, it would appear like
there is no front.
The glass?
Oh, the glass. Oh.
Yeah.
I thought we were talking about like the front. I was like,
oh, no. Yeah, it would appear like that the screws inside are part of it. If I could be mistaken.
Screws inside now?
It is a little confusing. I probably should have watched a tutorial on this particular case. I don't know how it's supposed to. I'm pretty sure the glass is supposed to come off, not the bottom, though. Perhaps if I give it a little push.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
This way.
Yeah, that was correct. The glass does come
Again, with my Fantex case, this will just slide back and come off.
Yeah, so this just pops out and...
put that in the box.
Yes, I will. In the box, is this probably one of the safest places. Actually, does this have a peel on it?
Yeah, we will do peels last.
Oh, okay. Stay tuned for peels, I guess.
If nothing else, they rerouted a little bit of the stuff.
Yeah, we can change that though to suit our needs. The fan back here. There is only one singular fan. I do believe if you bought this new, it comes with two. Either way, I don't think it's going to matter, and if it does, I will purchase another fan.
Be Quiet is actually really good for nice fans, so
yeah,
check them out if you need an extra one.
Great bang for your buck. Yeah, so I guess we'll get started by putting the motherboard inside.
Alright.
We're just gonna flip this on its side, and...
Oh, and we can also remove this dust filter.
That's a nice feature. Alright.
Alright, so we looked at the motherboard and we found out that we need one more standoff, so they'll come with your case, and you just go over to where you need it. You just screw it into the case.
Alright guys, so we finally got our IO shield in as much as we possibly can, and we're going to slowly, carefully place this in here once we're good.
I'm just counting all the screws so that we need. Pretty sure we need 5. And so you want to make sure it's lined up over here. You're looking pretty good.
Am I? There's no
No, there's nothing sticking.
Yeah, it's not quite up to it, is it? Our veil? I don't know.
Well, there is this little... Oh, is that one?
Am I off a little bit? I might be a little off.
I don't know if that one's...
That doesn't have a screw in it.
No, I know it doesn't. It's... So it's easier to install.
Alright, I'll hold it.
We just need to get these things lined up.
Okay.
Can you push the board?
Sure. Is that good? I do believe that is in, right? Alright. Now let's get all our...
Yep. See, in the middle, on a lot of nice boards, or cases, they'll have a little spot on there.
Let's try to move this up for you guys. As you can see right there, there's not actually a screw hole there. That is a, it's like a little peg. It looks just like the rest of the standoffs. But it pops in just to let you know that your motherboard's in the right spot.
This is not.
Some of them might not have it, but this one does. Oh yes, we can remove the fan or the fan cable if you would like as well.
I don't think this is in enough.
What, the motherboard?
The shield.
Yes.
So we're gonna want to take the board out again, guys.
Really? Okay. And there we go. Oh, yeah. There we go. And our motherboard is up.
This is probably like the least favorite part building your computer.
Yeah, this is definitely up there. Rather annoying.
Alright, I think
it's in now, yeah. It even snapped and everything. It's gotta be in.
So, we're gonna try this again.
Slide over.
It is helpful to have someone else with you guys.
Yes, especially with this part of it all. There we are.
And that
That's right in. And that
perfect.
should be good.
So we got all of the screws installed. Some over there. They're just all over. It's looking very nice.
I agree.
So now we have a
Here to do with it.
really nice cooler.
This is that's very up close though.
It is.
Yeah, so this is a Corsair IQ H100i RGB Pro XT. I definitely did not read it off of that box. But this is a 240 millimeter radiator, radiator, and it has a spot for 2 Corsair fans. I did not get 2 RGB fans for the radiator. I just got standard Corsairs, whatever it came with. But it does have a little bit of RGB on the pump that goes on top of your CPU. And as you can see, Jmpro just put the fans up here. I don't know how well those are visible, but yeah. So we also have some screws that came with it. I don't know if we're gonna need these or not. Probably. We also have many sockets. Okay, so we have a Intel. So it says Intel retention. I don't know what type of Intel slot this is. I don't know them. There's also a TR4 retention. I don't know what that one is either. Jmpro, do you?
TR4?
Yeah.
I'm not totally sure.
I'm not either. But the one that we're really interested in is this one. It's a AMD/AM4. What would be a mount?
Just retention bracket.
Yeah, retention bracket for our CPU. And now I think of it, will we need to take off
The motherboard.
the motherboard? Or actually, it might have back axes.
Yeah.
I don't think it does.
does.
All right. Well, while we figure that out, I will start.
I'm gonna put
Here, we need to move some of this. I'm going to.
I'm just gonna put this over here.
Okay. Let me pull out the retention brackets and let you guys take a look at those while we look at the back.
Yes, there is access.
All right. There's access into the back. which
There's already
means-
something installed. Oh yeah, this stuff. That's right.
Oh yes, we'll need to remove the here. You probably can't see it. We will need to remove these brackets, which are for probably a CPU fan. I don't know.
Yeah, it's just for
All right,
a different socket.
and we're going to change the camera now. All right, guys. So we just completed putting together the AIO and taking out the bracket on the side and putting it on there, because I figure it's kind of a necessary thing to do, but I've never done it. I don't think Jmpro's ever done it, so it was a learning curve for us. But regardless,
So-
I'm not sure how this goes in. Hold on. Does
kinda-
it go like that? Oh, there we go. Okay.
And then
That
just go ahead and
works.
screw these in.
All right, I'll
We
go.
don't need a screwdriver.
We don't, but we had troubles with this bottom one coming off. It was giving us a little hard time, so I'm just gonna make sure that it cooperates while we're putting it in, yet without stripping it. And there we go. Alright guys, so here is our power supply. I'm just going to introduce it while Jmpro works on some of the cables back there.
It's horrible.
This is this is an NZXT C750, and it's a 750 watt power supply. It is rated as gold. I don't know, it'd be gold A plus or whatever, but it's rated as a gold power supply, so should be fairly decent at saving power. Yeah, as you can see, it's 80 plus gold. So so I was only sort of right. And I believe this is the only other NZXT product that we have in this build other than the case.
That cool to go with all NZXT, but
it would have been
all
cool, but
all NZXT equals a lot of money.
it would be very expensive, and you know. But I'm just going to go ahead and crack this open, and I do like their box. This I actually bought. I bought this as a warehouse deal, and guess what it came with? An EVGA. I guess this is a power supply bag. It appears like you're supposed to be able to put a power supply in it.
I think that's for your cables.
It could be. I don't know. It's slightly too small for my power supply, but NZXT had its own purple bag of mystery, and this is where all of our cables are. I'm just gonna open up this and pull out one of the nice sleeved cables. This is PCIe. This is one of the ones that they came with. It's very nice.
We will be using this cord actually for our 3070.
Yes, I have a
really nice card.
And so anyway, I'm just gonna throw it to the side, and we have this gray foam. And here's the power supply. So thank you. Here it is. And as you can see, we have a fan. This is I believe this is considered fully modular.
Yeah, fully modular.
Oh, I'm holding it upside down. All right. So as you can see, we have motherboard, CPU, PCA. We have 24 pins of it. We only need what is that? We only need 16 of them, so not that bad. And we have plenty of peripheral and SATA as well, and we'll be needing some of those. Up here it just says, 80 plus and 60 normal. It actually has a 0 RPM fan mode, and I'm not sure whether it's in or out, but it has this little button on the back that you can click for it.
We will soon find out.
Yeah, we will. And it has, normal power button, power. Everything looks pretty good about it. I actually like it. It looks pretty clean. It has these little indents, very, very limited, but they look a little bit more than what they are on Amazon. I thought they were gonna be bigger, but I don't care. They're on the inside. Anyway, so we're just going to
the CPU 8.
What is this?
Just 8.
Yeah, or
CPU.
Yeah. CPU's 8-pin. PSU or I can't think.
All of these are sleeved. I had a EVGA. It was pretty cheap. That's why I got it. Only like this PCIe and CPU and motherboard were sleeved. Like all of these are sleeved, which is really nice.
It is. And for reference, I did buy this as a warehouse deal. I took a big risk there. I want to say I got it for, it was either 60 or 70 bucks, which is a little bit under the, so actually a pretty considerable amount underneath the retail value. So, and it was a gamble, but it turns out it came with everything. It came pretty new, actually. It was very nice.
Some rubber bands,
and some of them, but also some of them have these Velcro. I believe these are cable ties, so we will be using those later. And as you can see, we have some up here too.
Which is very nice.
It is very nice.
Like this cable, that's the first time I've ever seen routing.
Yeah, for cables, which is really
I'm
nice.
just gonna cut this. I can't get it.
Go ahead. Yeah, I don't need rubber bands. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and put this in. It did come with four screws for the PSU, and we're going to go ahead and just put this on. I'm gonna pull this forward if you don't mind.
So now we get out these little screws.
It is nice little screws, and I will start putting those in, I suppose.
That might not work.
Yeah,
that is a screwdriver for an iPhone, so it is rather small. It was really just here for the NVMe drive.
And yeah, we ended up using that a little bit more than that, but as you can see, our lovely mess.
Cable managed, mostly.
Mostly, not really. So it appears like everything that goes down this way is pretty good. We might need to put a zip tie up here or something, but we'll figure it out.
LEDs.
Honestly, I think I prefer twist tie or maybe one of these little Velcro things for majority. I don't think zip ties are very, I mean, they're not bad, but I feel like they're just less accessible, especially when I'm considering, putting our fan in here. Maybe I forgot something, which is very likely. That needs to go out there. What is this? This is a
Front panel.
Front panel. So it needs to go front too as well, right?
Yeah. You know what, guys?
I am pretty sure. That's about as
everything is plugged in. So
hold on. Let me. Oh, you know what? Yeah, let's test it out.
What we need first, is
big
what we've all been waiting for, our graphics card, and we have for you today a nice treat. It's a 3070 Asus.
It's a Asus Dual.
Oh man, this thing is nice. Like all the I/O you need. It's like a nice backplate.
As you can see, we have 2 HDMI and free display port. It's got this little strip RGB along here, and we're gonna go ahead and plug this in one. Alright guys, so we just brought it back, and we have it sat on Jmpro's desk with his monitor and keyboard and mouse, just so we don't have to move everything to our building desk. But here it is, completely completed. We have it all plugged in back there, and Jmpro just flipped the switch and makes you. And let's have it started now. Excellent, power's on. Yeah, so there's and we have output. Tough gaming. So we have obviously very fast boot. We did have Windows pre-installed on our drive. As you can see, our RGB looks very nice. And yeah, let's take a look with some lights off.
Alright, so we're peeling this off now. Let's see. Should be very nice. Wow. It's a very hard peel.
Yeah, one time to take it slow. That's not good.
Is it falling off?
It's under.
Oh.
Alright, so we're gonna pull it from this top part.
Yeah, just pull it off.
There we go. Probably not the most satisfying peel video in the world, but you know.
We can just pull that off afterwards.
I cannot lose that one.
Okay.
There are many things that I can even in this PC life okay, also.
Just pull it. That tempered glass sticker looks so long.
The tempered glass.
Two would even.
On the NZXT, the case is better than
Yes.
oh,
We're gonna have to clean that off.
That's a shame. How would you put a sticker on tempered glass?
Come on.
Very
Yeah.
unfortunate. Very minor detail, but very unfortunate. Alright guys, well, that's a sticker, and it looks a lot clearer with that stuff off. The lights on the case itself are actually just stuck on white. I'm gonna have to figure out what exactly we're supposed to use to change that. I don't know if Armory Crate will work since it's Asus. I don't think that's...
Asus should work.
Let's find out. So I'm gonna go ahead and shut the lights back off again. I think that looks a lot better. We had downloaded NZXT Cam to this, but we turned it on to Super Rainbow mode, and I think it looks pretty nice. Granted, I've not. There's probably a way I can sync up more of the RGB, but regardless, it looks really nice. You know, I'm personally am going to have an RGB keyboard, and I already have my mouse, which has a little bit on it, and my headset. So I think all paired together it'll look really nice. So so regardless, I think this PC looks really good. I mean, we didn't have any major issues with it. Nothing really broke or anything, so I would say the parts are really good. I'll leave them in the description below. As a reminder, I mean, we saw a couple of little things throughout the video that, not bought stuff in the warehouse on Amazon. I may or may not have had issues with, so keep that in mind whenever you're shopping for your PC parts. It might save you a couple dollars, but it also might provide more issues. Regardless, I think it looks great. I'll probably post a video later on testing it on FPS on various games, and without anything else to do, thank you guys for watching, and we hope you enjoyed this video, our first PC build. Leave in the comments if you want to see more of these, and leave a thumbs up. Have a great day.